What's one of the places that you've been to the tour in the world that you was like, what the fuck am I doing here?
It's definitely South Sudan.
Yeah.
Because everybody was walking around with machine guns. And then the student, the person that brought me out there, the police and the National Guard are the two warring factions. So at any time,
shit could have popped up.
All you got to do is just say one little wrong thing about the tribe or some shit, about the king. Because South Sudan has all the oil. North Sudan has all the reserves. So it's constant fight over money and shit like that. But it definitely was South Sudan, because this is scary. So we get in town for the sound. Oh, let me shout out the guy that brought me this, guy named Emmanuel Jal. He was a child soldier. And when he was 9 years old, the rebel army came into his village and killed all the adults and took all the kids and gave them guns to fight against the government. So at 9 years old, him and his 40, they come into your village and kill
all the parents, all the adults.
Guts, and he's the most well-spoken person you would ever see.
But was a child killer. Was killing shit at 9 years old.
To arm, to cap, all that shit.
Yeah.
So when he was 9 years old, he was fighting, him and his 40 friends, and he was out in the wilderness fighting. So they got tired of killing their own people. So they said, we're going to go AWOL and escape. Now the problem is when you escape, the soldiers you running from are going to kill you first shot on sight. And then the other soldiers from the government are going to shoot you, because even if you say, I'm coming in, they think you got bombs or whatever. So they ain't trusting you. So what they would do was when the people that they AWOL from would go raid a village, the kids would go in there and eat the scraps. But it got to the point where the other soldiers wasn't leaving nothing. So long story short, his friends were dying of starvation. So it was just him and his boy. Right? And imagine me and you, N.O.R.E., all our boys are dead. It's just me and you, 38 died of starvation. And I turn to you, because I'm dying, and I look at you, and I'm your boy, and I say, N.O.R.E., if I die tonight, it's okay if you eat me. Imagine it. So Jal said his prayer to God wasn't, deliver me this and that. This serious prayer to God. God, what's the pros and cons of if I eat my friend? And what's the pros and cons if I don't eat my friend? So that's where he was at. Right then and there, he gets saved by the UN. They take him from
So he didn't have to eat his friend?
Didn't have to eat.
Okay, all right, cool. God bless.
They take him to Nairobi, to the rehabilitation center. He's a wild kid that was illin'. So they trying to educate him. He's a fucking beast. He said he was getting in beef with other students. You ever see the horror movie shits and said, the students say something to him, he taking a pen and putting it through the handle like he's that kid. He's wild. So one of the counselors.
And it's the promoter that brought you out there?
Yeah, to him. But he said, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Yeah, he's real, but in a big way. But check this out. One of the counselors is playing Run DMC, N.O.R.E. by Nature, Public Enemy. So he hears it. What's that? What's that? So the counselor's like, oh, so you like this? What's that? What's that? He said that was the only time he felt something that was good to him. Oh, you want to hit it? Yeah. You know, imagine crazy African killer machine hears N.O.R.E. by Nature stuff the counselors play. Okay, here's the deal. It's the deal, man, start going to school, this and that, just to hear the tape. Okay, so he hears the tape, goes to school, show me some, becomes a straight A student, makes it to the university, goes into the university, majors in communications and music, starts to become a MC from Sudan, who gets to open for Nelson Mandela, this and that, whatever. So he does, because of hip hop. He said it was the only thing that made him feel like he was and he could relate to it.
Right.
So then he does all of that. He does all of this great stuff for his country. They bring him to New York City to get honored by the Hard Rock. This is before Hard Rock changed ownership. Because the Hard Rock was in the big philanthropy stuff like that. So they bring him in, and one of the ladies from the Hard Rock movie, they was like, DMC, we have this kid, tells me a story. Come tomorrow, we want to surprise him with you. Cool. So I come to the luncheon, and it's a bunch of people in there, like he does incredible shit. So they said, D, just go sit at the end of the table. So sitting at the end of the table and he's speaking, he's meeting all these people and they're nobody announces me. And then he looks and he sees me. He just starts crying. And he comes over to me and he just cries on me. And he's like, yo, Run DMC, N.O.R.E by nature, hip hop statement. And he just tells me the story and I'm like blown away. So then he goes, will you come to my country? And this is what I'm answering your question now. So I'm thinking, yeah. I answer, yeah, immediately, not knowing what Sudan is. I'm thinking it's Japan and London. You know what I'm saying? So we fly out to South Sudan.
When you say we, Run and...
No, just me, my DJ, Eric.
Okay.
And my security. And what was funny, this is...
So this is DMC, this is not funny.
When they showed me the brochure of where we're staying at, it's like, oh shit, a pool, an air conditioned building, but we get there, it's just huts. No toilet bowl.
No toilet bowl?
No toilet bowl.
Oh my God.
Hold up. The hut is fucking bugs everywhere. To the point where it's so many bugs and they so big, you just get... It's a waste of time and energy.
Get used to it.
Fuck it. Hey, okay, showtime. Like, to that point. So that was my wildest place, South Sudan. But the beauty of it is that they know our hip hop.
Right.
And they value it.